So you're thinking about moving to Oak Forest in Houston, Texas. In this video, we're gonna show you around a map of Oak Forest, take you around some neighborhoods, share with you some details, some secrets, some interesting things about the area. If you stick and find out to the very end, we will share with you the best kept secret of Oak Forest that you don't want to miss. We're gonna get after it right now. If this is your first time on our channel and you want to know everything there is to know about living life in Houston, the good, the bad, the yin and the yang, the pros and the cons, then subscribe below and tap the bell for notifications so you can be the first to know about the current market in Houston, Texas. My name is Joseph Diasana and welcome to our channel, Living Life in Houston, Texas. My partner, Carrie Josephson, and our team of realtors get calls and messages every day from people just like you and you looking for help on living life in Houston, Texas. And we absolutely love it. So whether you're moving in 10 days or 100 days, give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email. All the information is in the description so we can help you make a smooth move to Houston, Texas. All right, we're gonna get into it in Oak Forest. So just to give you guys an idea, I'm gonna get you on my map here and so you can kind of see where we're at. So this is the Houston area map. Here's one thing I always really want you guys to remember is understanding the layout of Houston. One of the funniest things here is Connecticut is the size of Houston, and you can see 600 square miles is the whole entire state of Connecticut actually fits in the Houston area. The big joke sometimes is that you could be long distance dating because it takes you an hour and a half to get from one section to the other. Anyways, let's just get back to it. Let's talk a little bit about understanding the Houston area. So this is the bullseye, the S in Houston. This is the first ring, the second ring, the third ring, and the fourth ring. So the bullseye is downtown Houston. 610 is called the loop. There's always two names. You have 610 and the loop. Here you have the Beltway 8. This is Highway 6 and 1960 goes all the way down here. And then over here is 99, which goes all the way around. So you have multiple loops that take you around Houston. And depending upon where you are, you'll say, hey, look, I'm heading northbound on West Loop. So this is the west of the loop, west of the loop. This is East Loop. This is North Loop, South Loop, and I'm heading northbound, so I know that this person's going up this direction. If I'm heading eastbound on Beltway 8 South, Beltway 8, it's the second loop. You're going eastbound, so you're going to go to the right here and on the south. So you can go eastbound on the south or the north part of the Beltway. I can tell exactly where somebody around where somebody is by doing that. All right, let's get back to our map video of Oak Forest. So Oak Forest, here is a drill down. So Oak Forest west and east. So the east side is just on the other side of TC Jester. So let me kind of pull this back a little bit and come up here. I'm going to drill down. So West 43rd Street, and here's TC Jester. So Oak Forest is on either side of TC Jester, just right around 43rd Street. They actually call this Central Northwest. So they're grouping a bunch of different areas. Oak Forest is a pretty large subdivision, really built around the 1940s and 50s. And as you can see, location-wise, it's somewhat close to downtown. It's up here. It's on either side. This is the east, Oak Forest East, and this is Oak Forest West. And you can kind of see it cuts across the top part of 43rd, has 9 Ali, and different things like that. Now, just so you understand, this is White Oak Bayou. There's 5 tributaries that happen in Houston that really much collect all the water in the Houston area. So White Oak Bayou is one. We have down here, this is Gray's Bayou going through Meyerland and things like that. And here's Buffalo Bayou, goes right through the middle part of the loop. All of this goes down here and then ends up going down to the Gulf of Mexico, right down here through Channel View, and it ends up being here. So kind of important to know when you're buying a house to be sure that you're, quite a bit of distance from this bayou. I mean, if if you saw CNN and Anderson Cooper, it was pretty dramatic. But at the end of 2 years after the Hurricane Harvey, which was the most historic flood ever, incredible amounts of rainfall in such a short window, about 5% of all properties were residential were damaged. So it's all about perspective, right? So 5% of what you see here, I mean, that's quite a small, if this is the Houston area and only 5% of was taken, it's, you know, that's not a lot, but the way CNN portrayed it is pretty crazy. Anyways, so Oak Forest. Let's talk a little bit about location wise. So the big points of interest, right, are downtown. So Oak Forest right here is about 10-20 minutes. There's 2 airports that we have. We have one down here, and then we have right here, and then right down here. So those 2 airports roughly are about 30 to 40 minutes away, depending upon traffic, obviously. The Galleria is super close, where you do a lot of your shopping. Energy corridors right here, and the medical center, which is another important landmark, is down here. So, you know, not too far, but you've got to go through some city traffic. 1/4 of most jobs are here in this grid area here. So there's a lot of traffic that can be combined right into that area. And, you know, it's kind of important to know that, especially when you're picking a location close to work and things like that. Don't forget to subscribe below or tap the bell for notification for the next video, because it's kind of important to keep up with what's going on. So what's happening every year in Oak Forest, and I think this is kind of cool. Every year they have a Mardi Gras pub crawl, and it happens right here between these 5 different breweries. Now, if you were walking around here, this is an actual neighborhood. These are all neighborhood streets, and you'll be walking, and it's kind of funny because you have these pretty expensive homes, right? Some of them are recent, some are built up, all of these things. And you're walking down the street and you see a pub and another pub and another pub. I kind of think it's cool. It's kind of fun. But during the Mardi Gras pub crawl, they do 1 hour at each one of these, and people just migrate en masse, have a good time. Then you can stumble home. Let's say you live right around the corner. Let's say you live on Wakefield. You can just stumble over here and then stumble on back. It's super fun. Some other points of interest. So obviously you want to go shopping. So we've got the Kroger over here, which this is kind of your neighborhood shopping center, so to speak. You've got Kroger's right there. You've got the shops of Oak Forest. There is a restaurant in here. Yeah, it's right next to this. And there's a Mexican restaurant right here on the corner. It's super yummy. I'm trying to find it. Crumble. All right. Of course, you got to get some cookies, but it's right in this spot. Super yummy. So that's literally, if you can see, it's right smack dab inside of your neighborhood. So you don't have to go out of the area or get on the freeway. You can actually sometimes even walk. What's kind of cool here is this ISKCON of Temple and Cultural Center. It's so out of place. I just gotta be honest with you. It is really, really out of place. You're driving along and then you see this kind of foreign structure, and inside is a vegetarian restaurant, one of the top vegetarian restaurants in the city. So it's super cool to check that out. And then there's a thing called Bell Tower. This is a great coffee place. Slow Pokes, super yummy coffee, little snacks, and you can stay there for hours and hours and hours. It's super good right there. Union Kitchen, another great place. We have tons of barbecue places that are local, super yummy to kind of hang out. And Dalba is also Americana food, literally right in the heart of the neighborhood. So if you don't want to cook, you can go a couple blocks away. Really, really nice accessibility. The roads, I think, if I remember correctly, do not have sidewalks. Houston's really big on these ditches. Culverts, they call them, proper term. I call them ditches. They just haven't buried the lines yet. They just have an open ditch. And it's part of the drainage system. Welcome to Houston, right? In the suburbs, they all bury them, put pipes, bury them, and then put sidewalks, and it looks super refined and clean. In certain places of Houston, nope. This is what we do. So welcome to Houston. Don't forget to click on that bell or check that notification, because we want you to know when we're going to talk about the next cool thing about what's happening in Houston. All right, so let's go back. So Oak Forest Elementary, everybody wants to go to this elementary school. It's supposedly really good. I don't have kids, but I hear it's super excellent. The other thing about this area is because of the great schools, Oak Forest Elementary, and get what the middle school, there's a high cost of living in here. So just be real careful about when you kind of check those things out school-wise. Another option for you is to go north here, and there's a lot of new construction development that's right here. One of my favorite ever places for Laotian and Thai food is Sao Lao Cafe, SLAO Thai Cafe, and it's right. Why is it not showing? I'm telling you, it's like really awesome. Tidwell, Pinemont. So it's right around here. Oh, Esther's Cajun and Soul Food Cafe. That's a super yummy place. You've got to check it out if you want to go really soul food and get some pork cracklins and what else? Some oxtail and some greens. Definitely go there. You will be more than full. Super yummy. There's a meat market right up here. B&W Meat Market. That's pretty fun. Wabash Feed and Garden. So rather than going to Home Depot and getting your stuff, it's right along here. This is kind of real urban-y, but then as soon as you kind of turn that corner and you walk right into the crowd, into the neighborhood, it's larger lots, 2 stories max, all that kind of stuff. So definitely a great place to live. Oak Forest is definitely someplace where it's up and coming. It used to be super inexpensive, and now, you know, a nice size house is $1 million. So it's quite incredible to me to see the growth in Oak Forest. So if you're wanting kind of a neighborhoody feel, kind of subdivision, a little bit with character, kind of a mix with modern and contemporary elements, recent builds are there as well. Come check it out in Oak Forest. All right, I guess that's all I have for the map of Oak Forest. It's kind of an isolated area. Oh, one more thing. Don't forget to subscribe and click the notification. One thing I forgot to tell you is there is another place right next door, and that is called Garden Oaks, which was 43rd Street, was up here, and then kind of combines itself in here off of between 43rd and 34th Street. And that's Shepherd right here, which is right in this area. So Garden Oaks and Oak Forest, and they call it Goof. R-U-A Goof, Goof. Garden Oaks, Oak Forest. So it's super fun. Anyways, until next time, see you around the Bayou City, and hope to see you soon. Ciao.